When Trista Sutter was cast in ABC's The Bachelorette, she knew she was taking a chance on love. Out of 25 men, Trista picked Ryan. They had a whirlwind courtship and a dream-come-true fairy tale wedding. In her book, Happily Ever After, Trista shares how gratitude helps her find happiness every day. And Trista Sutter is joining us now via satellite from New York. And Trista, welcome to the 700 Club. I was so hoping you were going to be sitting here with me, but the snow kept you from being here with us. But we're so glad you could join us by satellite.
Thanks for having me. Good morning. I was bummed too. When my flight was canceled, I'm like, no, you have to go to Virginia.
Well, you look beautiful, and we're so glad you're with us. Now,
thank you.
Trista, one day you were a physical therapist at a children's hospital in Miami. The next day, you're on The Bachelor. How did that happen?
I was actually sitting in my apartment in Miami, and I saw a casting person come on and talk about a new reality show. And I honestly just thought it would be fun. So I figured I'd sign up, and the rest is history.
Well, did you have any hesitations about putting your heart on the line in front of a national television audience? That had to be hard.
No, not necessarily, because The Bachelor initially was just to have a fun experience, meet new people, travel a little bit, and then maybe meet a guy. But it wasn't really about opening myself up for love at that time. And then things changed when I was asked to do The Bachelorette, and I really thought, oh, awesome. You know, I think that ABC will be able to scour the country much better than I would as little old me, and that I'd have a better shot. And, you know, that's when I felt like I should open up my heart, because you never know how love can happen.
You took a risk for sure. Well, going back to when you were on The Bachelor the first time, you didn't get the proposal. It was down to 2 girls, and you really thought that it would be you, and you were devastated. But you said in your book that what you thought was the end really set you up for something incredible.
Right. You know, I think that everything happens for a reason. There is a bigger picture, and thank God that Alex did not choose me. I think that he was actually looking out for me. And you know, I'm so thankful to this day for having my heart broken on national television, because it led me to my husband and my family now.
That's a great message. Well, you are one of the only Bachelorette contestants to get married and stay married. How have you done it?
You know, I think there's a lot of different aspects to a successful relationship, and Ryan and I thankfully have a lot of them. We struggle, you know, we have our moments when we're not getting along, but we truly like each other, we love each other, we're committed, we trust each other, we respect each other as individuals. We have a lot of fun together. He is a wonderful father. We moved to Colorado and, you know, try to enjoy an active lifestyle, and that helps our relationship and helps kind of keep us out of the chaos of Hollywood. So, you know, I think there are a lot of different aspects that have let us be able to be successful.
And didn't you and your husband just recently renew your vows?
We did. We just celebrated 10 years, and we decided that we wanted to celebrate that in an official way, and we renewed our vows. You'll be able to tune in actually on ABC on January 19th. We just wanted to share that with the people who have supported us, you know, over the years throughout this time that we've been married.
You just cannot keep your love life off national television. And
we
so
can.
glad.
We actually have for 10 years, you know. We live a pretty quiet life in Colorado, but, you know, these special moments, we thought that it was a nice milestone to celebrate, and we wanted to bring our kids in and really share that with the people who have supported us over the years.
Well, Trista, as much of a fairy tale as your life seems to have been, you've had your fair share of struggles along the way, specifically when you were pregnant with your 2 children. How did your faith help you get through those tough times when you were going through, you know, infertility, and then you had, what do you call it, diabetes when you're pregnant, and you had some tough times there?
I did. It took Ryan and I 2 years to get pregnant, and I developed gestational diabetes. I had to have an emergency C-section with preeclampsia and HELLP syndrome with Max, my first. It was definitely trying. And because once you get married, you think, okay, well, we've done everything right. We found each other and we got married and now we want to have a baby. We've enjoyed a couple years together, and it just didn't happen like that. And it was trying, but in all trying times for me, I do look to my faith. I prayed a lot and knew that it was in God's hands. And thankfully, as it happened, you know, we were able to get pregnant finally and just feel incredibly blessed.
Well, Trista, in your own life, you've made it a priority to be grateful for all things in your life. You've written a book about it called Happily Ever After. Tell us how you do that in everyday life, how you just appreciate things in every day.
Oh gosh, I think that in everyday life, it's so important to be grateful, which is why I wrote this book. I think that it lifts me up in the hard times and it keeps me grounded in the really high times, and I wanted to share those stories, but not only my stories. Included in the book are other stories of people who have inspired me, who I've read about, who I know. I wanted to share those, plus lots and lots of research from the world of positive psychology about how if you embrace a grateful heart in every day throughout the year, not just over the holidays, that you will live a happier life.
All right, Trista, well, thank you so much for being here and sharing your story. For more with Trista,
Thanks.
You can check out her book. It's called Happily Ever After, The Life-Changing Power of a Grateful Heart, and it's available wherever books are sold.